Hey guys! So, today we have a story time about
a SoundCloud rapper
who verbally assaulted us and bullied us. So, it's going to be really fun. But, we want to add a twist.
So guys, we're going to be drawing Ethan Oso.
That's not his real name because we don't want him to sue us.
Since we're drawing pictures, we're going to not show you his picture until the very end of this video, and then we're going to show you what he looks like, and then we're going to show our pictures. So make sure you stay tuned to the end. So, anyways, we are going to be drawing pictures of him while we tell the story time, and then at the end we'll reveal what his picture truly looks like.
Okay, let's get started.
So, let me hand up.
Put Jackie on the table for a second. Oh, he's nervous.
Okay, so Ethan Oso, a longtime friend of mine. Met him in like grade
Can we start?
3.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's a family friend. He moved to Vancouver, comes back every couple of months, and I thought it'd be fun, you know, invite him out with two of my friends, and could have a fun time at the rec room.
So, Lucy asked me to come along on this fun adventure going to the rec room with them. And I said, absolutely, I'll come with you because, you know, it's always fun to make new friends. And we were going to vlog it, so we took some vlog footage. So I can insert that right here.
Roll the clip.
Okay, so, we were trying to vlog, but it turned out to be a really scary, not fun night. So this is how it ended up turning out.
So basically, me and him, we went to pick up Ethan, and the second he got in the car, he's like, yeah,
You know, Ethan gets in the car and he's like, oh yeah, you know, dropped out of school, you know what I mean, I'm a SoundCloud rapper. They call me Lil Spice or Oso. Oso's my new name.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I went hunting yesterday. I fucking shot a deer. What was it? 400 feet.
400 feet shot
He's
through
like, yeah,
both
he's
lungs.
in my garage now, so fucking dead. But also, he was like talking about these bad bitches from Vancouver, and then so he asked him if he thought I was bad. And he's like, she's like,
she's aight.
I don't want to steal your girl though.
I was like, yeah, you know, Lucy's my ex, you know. And then he was like, oh, word, fam, that's great, that's lit, you know. But and then he was like, yeah, you know, in Vancouver, you know, all these 14-year-old bitches hitting me up, and like, I don't know, just.
And then Lucy convinced Oso that we were both 14 and that we had fake IDs. And then she showed him her actual ID, and he was like, yeah, this looks so fake. Like, you can tell, like, the corners are, like, zoomed in, and, like, the outsides don't match. Like, it's just, like, you can tell it's so fake. Like, you probably couldn't get into the club with this, like, blah, blah, blah. And then when they were waiting for me to meet up with me, Lucy told him that I was really hot and stuff and that he was gonna like me. So he was like, oh yeah, like, can I see a picture? So Lucy and Holt showed him a picture of Gigi Hadid. And he was like, yeah, like, she's alright. Like, yeah, she's alright. Keep in mind that this guy looks like a fucking crackhead.
Oh yeah, he's fucked. I don't know.
He looks like he hasn't had a shower in a good 18 months. He looks like his hair's about to be dreads. All night, he was doing this with these 2 pieces of hair.
We didn't say we were joking. We kind of like
We were laughing.
We were
though,
laughing,
the whole
but then
time.
after, like right after we showed him that, we showed him our video, like our old YouTube video. He's
And
like, wait, this isn't the same bitch.
Anyways, when I got there, he like wasn't saying anything, and I was like, hi, like whatever. And then so I showed him my ID to see what he would think of it, and he was like, yeah, you can just tell it doesn't even look like you. But he had not even looked at my face at this point because we were sitting in the car and he was in the front seat, and he had not looked back at me one time. I was like, you haven't even seen what I look like. Like, how do you know?
So basically, he has like a SoundCloud, and he's like, yeah, I dropped like this track with like, they were like the most random names. They were like,
He's like, Fuego. Yeah, I dropped this one with
like
Fuego.
Young Fuego.
Young Fuego. He's like, yeah, this guy's a Toronto rapper, one of the hottest guys in Toronto right now. Like, so annoying.
And then he was gonna play one of his raps. But we were like, oh, no. Let us show you one of our raps, which me and Lucy have made, like, our rap. And it's stupid. It's like the SpongeBob remix tune. And we rapped the whole time. And then after it was done, we were like, so, what'd you think, Oso? And he was like, it was something.
We're not even at the place yet.
We're not even at the, like, he hasn't done any.
Oh, by
like,
the way, the place we were going to was like 45 minutes away from like our houses. So we had like that whole 45-minute car ride.
So when we were in the car, we passed this one spot on the road, and it smelled like dank kush. Because you know how weed's legalized now. He literally would not look back at us. So he's like, yo, bro, who has weed? And I was like totally joking. I thought he would know I was joking, but I was like, oh yeah, that's just my dap pen, yeah. Like, it's just my dap pen, bro. And he's like, yo, pass it. Pass the weed. And I was like, no, I don't want to share it with you. So when we got to the rec room, we got out of the car, and we were walking, and Lucy ran into the rec room because it was cold out, and me and Holt were walking with Oso, and we passed this little Mexican kid who had just gotten out of his car, and he was like, obviously he was like 6, he was a little cute little chubby Mexican kid, and he was like, eee! Like he was so excited, he like screamed that, and then Oso, he was like, hey, fucking crackhead! And then Holt was like, yo, it's just a kid, man, like be nice. And then he was like, that wasn't a kid, man. That looked like a full-grown man. That looked like a fucking... No, that didn't even look like a man. That looked like a lesbian. That was a fucking transgender full-grown man, man. Like, any possible insult he could possibly think of ever. Like, just that don't make any sense.
Okay, so we get to the rec room. So then we're playing, like...
We went to play this, like, card game. And none of them were working except the one he sat at. So we were like, okay, we're just going to be down there because we couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. We're going to go find out why, like, the key card isn't working that, like, starts the games. So we did. And then it took us a while. We figured it out. When we went back, Lucy was, like, looking for him. He walked down these set of stairs, and he was like... like the scariest looking thing ever. And he was like, where were you? Like, I couldn't find you. And we were like, we told you we were going down here to like look for this thing. And he was like, whatever, man. Near the end of the night, we were standing outside of this game, and we were all standing together, and he said something, like he mumbled something, and it was like 10 seconds went by and nobody said anything. So I kind of felt bad. I like pitied him. So I was like, oh, like I feel bad no one answered him. So I was like, what? And he was like, I wasn't fucking talking to you. And Lucy was like, well, obviously she didn't hear you. That's why she asked what you said. When we finally got in the car.
When we were driving back, he's like hyping himself up and talking about like how he knows all these rappers and stuff. And like, and he's like, yeah, like I knew X, like when he had like 1,000 plays on SoundCloud. Like I knew him. And we were like, oh, how do you know him? Like, how do you know him? He's like, yeah, like I knew him. We're like, okay, how? And he's like, well, I didn't know him personally, but
bitch, then we know him too. He was just being so rude the whole way back. And, like, at that same spot in the road that it smelled like weed the first time, it smelled like weed again. And he was like, yo, who has weed? And I was like, me, I told you it's my dap pen, bro. And he was like, let me have some. And I was like, no. And then I got so fed up with the fact that he was being so rude all night. Because I kept, like, asking him questions to try to make friends with him and be nice. And he just wouldn't answer. So I was like, why do I always ask you questions and you don't answer? And he was like, you really want to know why I'm not talking to you? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, because I don't like you guys. And we were like, why don't you like us? And he's like, you really want to know? I'm pretty sure you don't actually want to know. Like, you definitely don't really want to know. And Holt was like, I kind of want to know. And I was like, yeah, tell us. And he's like, this is the best part.
this where it gets good. If you haven't been paying attention, pay attention.
Now this is where we're going to get demonetized. he goes,
Cause Holt told me we were gonna be hanging out with 10 hot bitches, and instead we're with you, a fat cunt, and you, a man with that jawline, fucking butt chin head ass. You look like a fucking man with that jawline.
and then Lucy was like, oh my god, you're so skinny, like, you look like a fucking twig. And he was like, oh yeah? Well, you're a fat bitch, like, you're a fat cunt, like, you're so fucking fat, like, you should learn how to go to the gym, you should fucking hit the gym. Holy, you should take her to the gym, you should fucking learn how to go to the gym. And Lucy was like, you called me skinny, like, 5 minutes ago. And he was like, I wasn't talking to you. So, like, he said an offensive thing to both of us, and then Lucy responded, and then he was like, you're a fat cunt, talking to me when I wasn't even the one who responded. And then Lucy was literally like, you're a fucking twig, you look like you don't eat, you're so skinny, you're so ugly, you're so, like a fucking twig, you look like a lime. Like clapping.
So like, I couldn't stop.
He was like, shut the fuck up, you fat bitch, I thought weed was supposed to make you skinny. And then Lucy immediately, like the quickest response I've ever seen, was like, well, maybe you should lay off it. Anyways, we were just fighting the whole time. And then he like took out a Snapchat, and trust me, we asked for those videos, but he said he didn't have them. But he was like, he went into Snapchat and he was like zooming in on my face, and he was like, look at this fat cunt with her fucking double chins, like this bitch is so fucking fat and ugly.
And honestly, you look normal.
I was like,
she was just like.
When Holt realized that he was taking a video of me, he like tried to grab his phone out of his hand, and they fought, like they like played tug of war with this phone for like at least like 15 seconds until Holt like finally grabbed it and he was like, that's enough. And then he slammed it into the side door. And
I was like, yeah, the joke isn't funny anymore. And then he's like, this ain't funny, man.
Oh,
This
yeah?
ain't funny, man. This ain't a joke, man. So then as we're like 2 minutes away from his house, and then he's like, yo, man, I just can't wait to go home. And then Lucy's like, oh yeah, and do what? Fuck your deer that you shot? Another thing they said that we were driving was he was talking to me, you know, like, because he's so pissed off for some reason. Like, first of all, I didn't tell him that there was going to be 10 bitches there. Like, Lucy was there. I literally told him, I was like, yeah, I'll bring 2 girls, you know? Remember, he was on the phone. I was like, yeah, can I bring girls? He was like, you don't even have to ask. So he's like, yeah, Holt, you know, like, you got these dumb bitches in our car, like, talking to me, saying it's our car.
Our Beamer.
Our Beamer, yeah, like, this is not our car.
he would not let up. Like, he was like, you guys are fat, like, you're a fat bitch, like, you should go to the gym, blah, blah, blah.
And at this point, like, Katie, like, hadn't done anything.
I literally wasn't saying anything back to him. I was just like, oh my god, this is actually happening in real life. Lucy was fucking shaking. She was like,
but like, I was attacking him and he was attacking her, even though she wasn't doing anything.
when we were finally pulling up to his house, he was like, I can't wait to go home, man. And then Holt was like, yeah, we can like hang out on Monday if you want. This is the funniest part of the whole damn story.
So we get to his house, and like, I don't think he's talked like for like a good 20 seconds now, which is a lot compared to like what he was like saying before. So he hasn't talked. He like opens the door, gets out. He's like,
dead ass B. He said
like,
this.
He's been thinking about this since we started like fighting. Like, he's like, this is gonna be like, my last comment. This is gonna be the last thing they hear from me.
He was like thinking it up. He was like brainstorming it all night. He's like, this one's gonna hurt them. Like, this one's gonna be the one that fucking sets them off, B. Like, damn, B. Like, this is a fucking good one. B. Like, fuck, man. Like, I'm gonna fucking destroy these bitches with this fucking shit.
So he gets out of the car, like, slams his door open, like, stomps down, looks at us dead in the eye, and says,
have fun with your 21 YouTube subscribers.
And
then
slams
the door. Comment below who you think was the best drawing. You guys didn't do it when we asked you to comment on the pumpkin contest, and that was really infuriating. So please comment below who won on this YouTube video, please, in the comment section down below. Now,
make sure you turn on your post notification bell to notify you when we post next.
Like this if you like dogs and drawing. And like this if you have an uncle named Kevin. Like this if you have any siblings. Make sure you give it a big like. Like this if you used to have a easy bake.
Like this if you also have a friend named Ethan who you don't like.
And like this if you have friends you don't like. Share this with at least 18 people and at least 14 family members.
Share this with an awkward friend who doesn't like to do anything.
To finish this video off, I'm going to add in the additional and final clip of Oso and the night that I have not added yet. Lucy?
Roll the clip.